Welcome to St. Matthew's. Laun Shoemaker is my name. I am teacher librarian here. I've always been interested in working on funding projects to get extra things for the classroom, to get unique ideas going. And as people know in teaching, that's a difficult thing. So when somebody's out there and they have a way to fund a project idea that you've got, you latch onto that. It became easy to get equipment for our classrooms, Ozobots, Makey, different projects like sewing machines, 3D printers, and all of that stuff came into place. And we were able to build on that and build student engagement that's been wonderful. I think exploratory learning is so important because today kids are very wired to the internet, they're very wired to their devices. That old school, take the family clock apart that's not working anymore, that doesn't happen to the same degree. So if they don't get it at home and they don't get it in the play yard out back, wherever, they don't get the chance to design that fort. They don't get the chance to see it, to feel it, see it fail and fall in on itself and restart. None of those clocks that I took apart and put back together again ever worked the same, or at all, really. But I had a foundational knowledge of what made a clock tick, so to speak. And so that was a lot of fun. And I think students miss that opportunity now, and they're thirsty for it. The other thing that I can say about exploratory learning is sometimes kids aren't academically strong, but they can create and build, and they have a resilience with a product. And if you give them a problem that's very hands-on, they can tear it apart and put it back together again in such a meaningful way. And it's so rich and rewarding when their peers see them struggling in class all the time, and then suddenly their peers are asking them for help. There's a number of places where Brilliant Labs helps with this exploratory learning. They have a great support system for project review and revision and for talking through problems and that. Sometimes it's in class, sometimes it's by distance, sometimes it's just coaching you one-on-one to get through that piece of trouble that you're struggling with. But I'll give you two words for my word or sentence for Brilliant Labs: enabling innovation. And I think that's at multiple levels. That's at the teacher's level, because we want to work outside the textbook, and we're not always able to with the resources and materials that we have. It's enabling them with that coaching, it's enabling them with that equipment, but then it's also enabling children to experience innovation at their own level, to get into that design engineering process that is so important to where we are in society right now. I've been fortunate to work with Brilliant Labs since the beginning, and some of my favorite parts are seeing the look on the kids' faces when they're marveling at what they've done, and they had a concept of what they wanted to do, and when they see it finalized, they're so proud. I've worked with Brilliant Labs on a multitude of projects. In grade 4 French immersion, for instance, I started with Makey, and the kids used all manner of recycled products to build a mouth, and then used the Makey to touch different parts of the mouth, and that would lead to a scratch program that explained what that various part in the mouth did. With Ozobots, we did a health journey, so they built the digestive system, or they designed the digestive system with the Ozobot. They learned the process and they learned the parts of the digestive system through that experience. We've done little bits of robotics, and they've guided us through some coding projects. Microbits have been a big thing, so we've done microbit Christmas ornaments, microbit Halloween ornaments, and then we've done lots of play fun things, hide and go seek, which did get me in trouble with the principal when I hid the microbit in his office. If I was looking to get parents and teachers, students involved in Brilliant Labs, I would definitely suggest to them come up with an idea and approach them either over the phone or by email. They're very accessible. And after that, do the funding process. I think a lot of people are scared by funding process. What if I spend all this time and I don't get the money? My experience with Brilliant Labs is they coach you through that. They want to see their funding program succeed. So it's not like you're never going to hear again on that. You're going to hear, this is what we need to make this work. Change this, restyle that. So that's one factor in it. I think the other factor in it is teachers are scared again that if that funding doesn't happen, that whole project's going to be abandoned. But you're doing a lot of planning that will translate to several contact hours in the classroom with students. So, if you spend the time up front on that plan, when it comes to fruition, you're going to have a lot of your planning done for that given week. And I would stress to teachers that in order to utilize these tools, you got to do the legwork. You got to be prepared to think about the entire project, how it impacts your classroom and the larger world. What does it all mean, and how does it relate back to the curriculum in a tight and tidy way, so that we're not just accomplishing something fun in the classroom, but we're accomplishing something that has a definitive learning goal.